Alright, let's dive in and unlock the secrets of the Sun-Venus square in Synastry, a cosmic dance of attraction and friction that shapes the very core of relationships. Ever felt an undeniable pull towards someone, only to find yourselves constantly at odds? Or maybe you're experiencing a relationship where the initial spark has faded, replaced by a lingering sense of frustration? Well, you're not alone. The Sun-Venus square in a Synastry chart can be a significant indicator of such dynamics. We're going to explore how this aspect manifests, offering insights and practical advice to navigate its challenges and harness its potential for growth, and to help create lasting intimacy. Now here's where it gets interesting. This particular aspect is like a karmic connection, bringing together two individuals whose needs and desires, on the surface, appear to clash. This square represents the magnetic attraction and frustrating friction, and it often arises from a powerful initial allure, but quickly reveals clashing needs. Imagine this: the Sun person, embodying the core self and ego, might find themselves drawn to the Venus person's charm and external allure, maybe even thinking them the object of admiration. But wait, there's a catch. As the relationship deepens, the Sun person might start to feel smothered or restricted, their needs for independence and individual pursuits clashing with the Venus person's desire for connection and reassurance. The Venus person, in turn, might experience a sense of imbalance, feeling that their emotional needs are being ignored or that their concerns are dismissed, ultimately creating an ongoing cycle of tension. It's like a dance where one partner leads with fire and the other with earth. Now, let's paint a picture. The Sun person might be so focused on their personal desires, like climbing the corporate ladder or pursuing a passion project, that they unconsciously neglect the emotional needs of the Venus person. This can leave the Venus person feeling unappreciated, unseen, and emotionally neglected. Think about the Venus person overinvesting in their self-esteem, or, conversely, losing a sense of independent identity. The potential can also lie in the extreme opposite of the spectrum. The Sun person might feel used, or that the Venus person is egotistical or selfish, constantly prioritizing their needs and desires above the relationship. Have you ever witnessed something similar in your own life? Perhaps a friend constantly prioritizes work, leaving their partner feeling alone. Let's consider the technicalities. The orb, which is the range of degrees from the exact aspect, can significantly impact the dynamics. A tighter orb, meaning a closer degree of separation between the planets, amplifies the challenges. A wider orb, while still present, may soften some of the difficulties. Remember that each planet represents different archetypes. The Sun represents our core essence, ego, and purpose, while Venus governs our values, love style, and what brings us joy. So, what happens when these two clash? Think about a fire Sun and an Earth Venus. The conflict often boils down to independence versus security, practicality versus passion. Earth and air placements can also manifest differently. It could involve differing approaches to life. Air suns, like Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, often appreciate intellectual stimulation and detached observation, while water Venus signs, like Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, crave emotional depth and intimate connection. Water suns and fire Venus signs can lead to some dynamic interactions, but they can also create a lot of challenges. Think of these as contrasting elements. The Sun represents the yang, while Venus reflects the yin, and with this square, there's a tug-of-war between them. Now, let's consider some common scenarios. Cardinal signs, which initiate action, might lead to power struggles. Fixed signs, which stabilize, might lead to stubbornness and difficulty compromising. Mutable signs, which adapt, may lead to instability and difficulty committing. Have you ever encountered a couple struggling with these issues? The Sun person might find it difficult to express their individuality or question their sense of self, feeling unseen or unheard. Imagine a person who feels unheard because their partner is always caught up in external affairs. The Venus person might struggle to receive love and affection, unconsciously sabotaging intimacy. But wait, there's a twist. This can also signify a karmic connection, an opportunity for deep introspection and healing. Consider this: traditional gender roles can significantly impact the Sun-Venus square. Unequal power dynamics, suppressed needs, a lack of recognition, and conflicting expectations can all arise, depending on the societal structure. Acknowledging these factors, and finding the common ground, can be the first step towards nurturing the relationship. Remember, this doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. Egalitarian relationships or queer relationships, or those in individualistic cultures, might navigate this aspect more smoothly than those rooted in collectivist traditions or those with strict gendered roles. Now, how do we navigate these challenges and create a more fulfilling relationship? The key lies in conscious effort. Start by nurturing individual interests and identities. Prioritize direct communication. Practice acknowledging and appreciating each other's strengths. Collaborate and support each other's goals, instead of viewing them as competition. Can you see how focusing on growth and embracing differences can transform the friction into something beautiful? Let's hear it from our audience. "This explains so much," exclaims one viewer. "And, my partner and I have been going through this exact thing. Thank you." Another viewer has a question: "Does this mean our relationship is doomed if we have this square?" Absolutely not. The square is a challenge, not a death sentence. Let's remember the potential here. It's about profound growth, the ability to create creative energy. The challenges are there, like the recurring arguments or misunderstandings. They are like patterns of behavior that can resurface from deep-seated fears or insecurities. The inevitable sense of obligation or resentment is there, as well as imbalances of power or control. Needs not being healthily expressed. But these are not things to fear, these are things to be handled. Acknowledge the issues. Begin to heal. Choose healthy ways to express your feelings. Establish open and honest communication. Communicate your feelings. Practice empathy. Seek support. And, most importantly, remember that you're not alone. Now, one last thought: understanding the waxing or waning nature of the square can also provide valuable insights. A waxing square, where the planets are still moving towards an exact aspect, signifies building tension, an awareness of differences, and a need for action. A waning square, where the planets are moving away from the exact aspect, indicates integration, learning to adjust, and finding ways to compromise. What do you think? So, what's the takeaway? While the Sun-Venus square presents challenges and opportunities, it's a complex dynamic. It can fuel a powerful attraction, offer profound personal growth, and help in creating a more fulfilling and balanced relationship. It's all about conscious effort, open dialogue, and the willingness to embrace differences. So, are you ready to discover the dance of your own relationship? Create your Synastry chart now, and see how these cosmic influences are playing out in your own life. Before you go, take a moment to reflect. Do you see these patterns in your own relationships? What steps can you take to transform these challenges into opportunities? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We dive deep into synastry, composite charts, and all things astrology, every week, so you won't want to miss it. Don't forget to share this video, too.